I was watching that clip of you like in Japan for your first time on YouTube.
Oh man,
I could feel the excitement, bro. Like that was sick as fuck because it is like
bro.
I could just imagine if you've only ever even really been in America and then all of a sudden you're in Tokyo. I mean, it had to have blown your mind into a million pieces.
Listen, dude. You just made the hair on my arm stand up. I still watch that footage to this day.
Right.
Just so I could get that feeling of like, damn, that was my first time in Japan.
Yeah.
Coming from South Central LA. You know what I mean? Coming where I come from, that mean a lot, bro. Like, it's dope, man.
I mean, yeah, it's like hard to imagine. Like once you're out there, that's the conclusion you're forced to draw. Is like this is another part of the world that developed like almost completely independent of everything that had to happen for where I grew up to develop. Like the food is 100% different. The people walk differently, move around differently, talk at a different speed with a different intensity. Every single part of it. And it was like that clip when I was watching it. It actually really did give me hype just seeing you with that like childlike enthusiasm for seeing something completely foreign to you. You know.
Yeah, man, and it was like that my first time in New York. Like I got a New York video up there like that where I was just seeing snow for the first time, and I'm just like, damn, like you know what I mean. Some of those moments I'll never forget, man. It's dope that you seen that. Yeah. I ain't never gonna delete that video either.
Definitely, hell yeah. Wait, so okay, how did you end up around Fall Out Boy and all that kind of shit? Because that's a pretty rare time in LA history in which you had all these rappers kicking it with like a indie emo punk type group for the first time and like actually really having the shit blow up independently of each other and sort of having the genres merge together a bit. A lot of that hadn't really happened before at that time.
Right. This how it happened, man. Like I said, we was really living up to the brand, trying to make it. We knew Melrose was a cool place. It's probably why you put your store over there, because like, you know it was a historical place. And
15 years later, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how like we was over there really trying to get our name out there, knowing that a lot of cool people be over there, and it's a chance that we could get some exposure. So one day we was out there passing out Tyga's mixtape, Young on Probation. We see Travis McCoy walking down the street. I noticed him, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, that's the guy that's saying, take a look at my girlfriend. And I'm telling T, like, yo, pass him your mixtape. And he walks up to him, gave him the mixtape, and that's how we linked up with Gym Class Heroes and Fall Out Boy. That moment right there on Melrose. Right. Yeah.
And they were already fucking huge, right?
Yeah, they was huge, dude. Like, man, crazy, dude. Like, I still can't believe I was around at those times. Like when they out there with 4 or 5 tour buses back to back. Patrick, you know what I'm saying? All of them got their buses. It was just a great feeling, man, just to be around that, because it groomed me to appreciate touring. You get what I'm saying? A lot of artists don't like to tour. A lot of artists don't like to be out there with their fans, with people out there sweating, running out. You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate that aspect of the game.
Yeah, a lot of people start acting like it's a hassle.
Yeah,
very
like,
early
but see,
on.
if you don't like the tour, you ain't no real star, man. You ain't no real rock star. You ain't no real rapper. You ain't no real musician if you don't like the tour. That's just me, personally. That's just my opinion.
I mean,
because I'm a fan.
Because we are kind of used to like rappers going on tour and sort of having like a more like boring trajectory where it's like studio, hotel, show, get on the road. Whereas like when you're with like a band, I mean, you're like with like a bunch of people who are like the rock stars. So it's more,
man, it's a different world, man.
Different attitude, right?
But shout out to every dope rock band out there, man. I love a lot of dope bands, man. Like, I picked up a lot of game from the rock world.
Right, definitely. So then, wait, and you said that the thing about Gym Class Heroes, Travi being cousins with Tyga, that was made up by the label?
Yeah, that was made up, man. That was some industry shit that just happened because, it's called a pitch. Every time a new artist come out, they got to have some type of pitch or some type of story. They didn't know what to say.
About Tyga, that was kind of
they didn't know what to say. Like, how the fuck this guy from Compton get over here with this dude in New York?
Right.
So they didn't know what to say. They're just going to say, oh, they both light-skinned tattoos, they cousins. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy.
So then you just sort of had to go along with that lie for a few years and just rock with it?
Yeah, just rock with it. Because, at the end of the day, it's Hollywood. It's the industry. Don't believe everything you read. That's a real deal statement. Don't believe everything you see and read. Like, everything is not real.
Definitely. So how many years?
And shout out to Travis McCoy, too, while he's talking about him, too. Shout out to Travis. His birthday coming up, man.
Okay, for sure. So, but when you were on the road with Tyga and doing all this kind of stuff, how long did that era basically last? And you were along for the whole thing?
I wasn't there the whole ride, but I was there for about a decade.
A decade?
Yeah, it was a long time, bro.
2009 to 2000?
From 2006 to about...
Oh, okay, earlier.
No, almost a decade. Probably like 2006 to 2011, 12. Like around there, like 7 years.
Okay.
It's almost a decade.
And when you were like, where was your mind state at? Like, did it start to get old to you after a while, or why did it kind of end?
It never got old because when you growing as a brand, as an artist, you always gonna be setting goals. And we were setting goals personally. Like you saw Schoolboy was dropping mixtapes. I was dropping stuff, you know. Everybody had a plan. And where the plan went wrong is, you know, when somebody lose their deal and they go to another situation, it's like, hey, there's not room for all y'all little niggas over here. Like, you know what I mean? We came to get Tyga, you know what I mean? So I never want to step on toes and be like, yo, see what's up with me and your new situation over here, Young Money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never that type of dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a good friend. As long as he winning and he was happy, that's all we cared about. Whatever came around my way, I would make the best of it. Like you said, you never know when this shit gonna be over with. So you just gotta make the best of it every day.
Well, it sounds like you were being pretty selfless. Do you look back on that and wish that you had been more focused on yourself at that time?
Not really, because to be honest, I was focusing on myself. Like, I was doing things that I feel like the reason why me and Tyga not cool, probably. Like, I had my own publicist. Like, you know, we both rising, so we going to venues and people like coming up to me like, yo, I want to be your publicist. I want to do this. And what am I doing? Shit, I ain't got no record deal. I ain't got no contract with no major labels, so I'm not here for me. So I was trying to make the best of it. So I started doing stuff, flying out and getting in magazines and stuff. And you never know, man. People will never know the real reason why me and T ain't cool no more. And to be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. A nigga really out here winning, bro. And I'm still staying true to me. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I know I love and love me. So that's all that matters.
For sure. So did you guys have like an actual falling out, or did you just grow apart over time and kind of stop talking?
Nah, we never had no falling out, no argument. You're not that type of guy that's gonna be arguing with you face to face. You know, like, you know, some people just be on some, all right, I won't even speak on it. I'll just cut you off or whatever. Because I don't want to dig too deep into his situation or whatever, but just look at his circle, bro. You know what I mean? Look at Terrell. You know Terrell. You know what I'm saying? Get Terrell up here. Ask him.
Okay, I think I could reveal that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, we did have a conversation about this, but he did seem to say that he thinks it's kind of crazy that Tyga don't really like have anything to do with any of the people that he was around during that period.
Man, like I said, man, this shit is GD forever, man. You feel me? This shit tatted on my face. Whether people think we cool or not, in my mind, salute to Tyga, bro. You winning, you doing your thing. You gave us some exposure platform. And we doing what we supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, a nigga can't hold your hand to the top forever. You feel me? So I respect everything you did for me, bro. That's why I'm here, right here with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the real truth. I'm going to just always say that, bro. I'm never going to bash nobody, bro. You know what I mean? I'm never going to bash nobody. I'm not here to do that. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you fuck with me or not. I'm still not going to bash you. Even if a nigga don't fuck with me, I'm not going to bash you.